back here with Jeff, whom you may remember from a couple of years ago. I drove Jeff's 997 and he got me into the Porsche world. Then I drove his 991.2 Carrera T, and because of this guy, I bought my yellow Carrera T. But just like many Porsche owners, he stepped it up again and he bought this beautiful 991.2 GT3 with a manual, and today he wants to show it to me. I haven't driven it yet, but I'm gonna take it for a spin. But before we do that, Jeff, can you just maybe tell us a little bit about the car?
Sure. It's 2018 991.2 GT3. The .2, they came back with the manuals for the GT3s. Right. 6,000 miles. A lot of my mods from the 991 transferred over, like the short shifter, the DSC sport controller for the suspension.
So now, having owned the T, and you've had the T for what, 3 years?
Almost 3 years, yeah.
So T, which is a base 911 with some enthusiast tweaks, and now owning this, how does it compare?
Knee-jerk reactions, everything feels lighter. Steering's lighter. I think it's because it comes with the rear axle steering stock. Everything feels tighter. Engine note, of course, is very, very different.
Now, from a look perspective, to those who are not really trained on the looks, non-GT3 versus GT3, you've got obviously a more aggressive GT bumper with the top vent. It's definitely lower, so I thought my car was low. I mean, look at this. The GT3 is definitely a little lower, and then it's got coilovers from the factory, right?
So I think it's adjusted a little bit lower than what the stock height is.
Okay. If this was my car, I would still go a little lower, right?
Lower? Okay.
And then huge shout out to Lightworks for these headlights.
Yep.
These are the upgraded, they call them what, matrix headlights?
Yep.
And then these are the brakes. So the brakes are very comparable, or at least in looks, to the AP Racing. How do they compare?
They don't compare.
Really?
AP brakes. Hands down.
Get out of here.
Yeah, you'll see. You're
wow.
gonna hate the brakes.
So I'm running track pads, so the bite is crazy hard. But with these, what you're just saying?
Just comparing to my AP brakes with the DS 2500, the stock pads, big difference in bite.
And now on the inside, you've got the bucket seats, but these are not the OEM inserts, right?
No, those are aftermarket inserts with the OEM material. I like the Carrera T design, so I did them again.
So they don't fold, but obviously in the back you've got everything that a GT3 car would have, which is no seats. Before we take it for a spin, one thing, if you could pop the trunk, or the, what do you call this, I guess, with the rear lid?
Rear lid,
because
yeah.
it actually, I like how it opens up. It's, I don't think many people have seen it, but look, and it's heavy. It's so heavy that it actually has this hinge here. What do you call this?
Little kickstand.
Little kickstand. But this is the engine that you see. This is all stock. So this is all lightweight carbon fiber, all in the effort to make it as light and as cool as possible. And then in terms of the exhaust, remind me, you have the FAP speed?
FAP speed, center and side muffler deletes.
So could we take it for a spin?
Of course.
Okay. I did not want this, my wife. If my wife is watching it, I did not want this. So if you see money missing from the account a couple of months from now, I apologize in advance. All right, before I get in, I need to push the seats back. All right. So, bucket seats, my dream seats. I wish I had those in my car. It doesn't make sense to upgrade it because simple upgrade is what, at least 15 grand for these seats, standalone. You have a physical key in this car, which is kind of cool. I had that in my Cayman. Oh my gosh, here. We're gonna put the AC on. First thing I noticed, clutch, definitely heavier. The shifter feels a little heavier, but you have the numeric shifter in here, right?
Correct.
So shout out to numeric shifter. You've got a radar detector, so we're good. I've got my police badge in case something happens.
Rev match, yes or no?
Yes, rev match. But before we think of anything, we're going to do my soft launch. You're right. You're right. Not as good as the AP Racing brakes. The handling, though, holy smokes! I mean, just with the first time I turned the steering wheel, it felt it felt completely different. Channel that I miss my Cayman 91 Cayman S because of the NA engine experience. There's no wait for the turbos to spool up. This thing has it, but like on steroids. And the sound, there's no denying that the NA sound is just so much better, so much better. I drove a 992 GT3 a couple of months ago. Handling is very similar. And I'm not even close to redlining it now for daily driving because you've got a 9,000 RPM redline. In the mirror, all I see is the wing. You don't see anything else. So if you're worried about someone following you, or if you're checking for police, you can't really see that much. Yeah, that's but that's okay. That's okay. Now, will you get the risers? I know a lot of people do that.
Undecided. It looks kind of ugly.
Yeah. Oh man, we're gonna turn around. Let's see. Turning radius is the same. Yeah, it should be fine. Oh, oh my gosh, dude! I guess rear wheel steering.
Yes.
What a difference! Crazy! Okay, I don't want to scare Jeff. Oh, jeez, man. Oh my gosh, what a car. What a car. This is the raw feeling that I loved in the Cayman, which is lost in the .2 because of the turbos. The suspension to me, it feels perfect. It's not too stiff. Wow, you can't really see it with that wing. I mean, third gear on public roads is really where you would have the most fun, right? Second and third.
Yep.
Okay, fourth gear, 3800, sixth gear, 2500. So when you're cruising, you're definitely hearing a lot of that engine noise. And I bet your conversation's a little muffled,
Yeah.
but it's worth it, right?
Yeah.
It's got torque in fourth gear.
Yeah.
When you get it above 4,000 RPMs,
Just starting to wake up.
yeah. Oh man. I guess the beauty of this car is you got to keep it at higher revs, right?
Yep. You don't have the turbo torque.
Yeah. So the question is this car worth double of what the T costs?
I would say no.
Well,
Say 50 to 60,000 more. Yeah.
yeah, but the thing is, okay, to a normal person, but to someone who appreciates the technology that goes behind the driving experience, I think it is worth it. And then the beauty of a GT car is you buy it today, chances are 5 years from now it might even appreciate, right?
Correct.
Whereas with the T, I don't know. I mean, the T holds its value better than all the 911s, non-GTs, but it's still, you know, it's not going to be as good as a GT car. Listen,
The value.
yes, the manual, absolutely. This brings me back to my Cayman days, because you could be driving slow, but it's an experience.
I think this has the best induction noise.
Yes,
Even better than E90 M3,
Yeah.
E46 with CSL.
and it's stock, right?
Yep. You hear the
him all the best, and I wish myself all the best. How after I talked to my wife about this experience, and seriously, it's gonna be hard to shake. No kidding, it is gonna be hard to shake. But anyways, thank you everyone for watching. Once again, thank you to Jeff. Really appreciate you doing this, and I'll see you in the next video. Let me know, everyone, what you thought of this video, what you think of this car in general. Thanks for watching. Bye bye. Thank you, Jeff. I really appreciate you letting me do this.
Appreciate it or regret it.
Yeah, I know. Okay, remove the key. All right, getting out. My old man. Oh yeah, let me grab the camera.